Hello, and welcome to Crosse Technologies Tech Talk, a show designed around answering your questions quickly and accurately. I'm Greg Piesel, and today we'll be setting up and showing you how to use your new Soluna light alarm clock. So, let's get started. Before we get started with the actual product setup, it is important to note that there are currently two different editions of this Soluna alarm clock. The first edition, model C80994, and the second edition, model C79141, each offer the same beautiful light modes, basic features, and simple setup instructions. But there are some key differences. First, and likely the most obvious, are the button changes. The C80994 features English words for the display, snooze, light, and set controls. These were all changed to icons on our second edition, to better accommodate non-English speaking customers. The second big update was the addition of a battery backup option, a common request from first edition users, as the original C80994 only comes equipped with a capacitor, which is limited to about 6 minutes of memory after losing power. Perfect if you're simply moving the item to a new location within your home, but not ideal for extended power outages. Our second edition C79141 model improves upon this with a true battery backup option. Though the included coin cell battery will not directly power the light or LCD display, it will keep all of your settings saved and even trigger a beeping sound for any previously set time alarm. And the final difference between these two editions deals with the light and sound alarm frequencies. The original C80994 only offers daily alarms, meaning you'll have to manually deactivate your alarms on days you do not wish for them to go off. Our second edition C79141 model, on the other hand, offers additional weekday and weekend only alarm options. We'll go into more detail about how these work later on in this video. But for now, let's work through the initial setup and basic settings. Now, let's get your clock up and running. To ensure proper function of the device, we recommend following us through these initial steps. Step 1. Power up the clock by first inserting the 5-volt power cord into an outlet, and then into the bottom of the alarm clock. This step is required. If you own our second edition C79141 model, you'll also want to remove the insulation tab sticking out of the bottom battery compartment. This will activate the backup coin cell battery installed. Step 2. Work through the settings menu to customize how you would like this clock to function. When first powering up the alarm, you will likely be greeted with a hello message and be brought straight into the menu itself. You will know you're in the menu when your language setting begins flashing on screen. To enter the settings menu after the initial power up, simply press and hold the set or gear button on the back for about 3 seconds, or until the language setting begins flashing on screen. Once in the settings menu, you will use the plus or minus button to adjust the values, and the set or gear button again to confirm your adjustments and move to the next item. I should also point out that if you would like to exit the settings menu or any submenus or light modes at any time, simply tap the snooze button on the front of the unit. This will save any changes you make and bring you back to the main screen. So here's the order in which the settings menu will follow. First is the language setting, which allows you to choose between English, Spanish, French, or German. This will affect the day of the week display and instructions within the sub-menus. I will keep it on the default English setting by pressing the set or gear button to confirm my selection. Next up is the hour setting. It's about 3:30 p.m. here, so using the plus button, I will move the hour to 3, making sure the AM symbol turns off and the PM symbol turns on. Now that I'm at 3 p.m., I will press the set or gear button again to jump to the minute selection. Here I will press and hold the plus button now to make the numbers climb rapidly. This also works in the opposite direction with the minus button. Once I reach 30 minutes, I will press the set or gear button again to move to the year setting. It's currently 2021, so I'll adjust this with the plus button and confirm again with the set or gear button. Next I move to the month option. Today is February 15th, so I will move the month number to 2 for February, confirm this, and then move the following date number here to the 15th. Confirming this once again with the set or gear button. And finally, the last item in the settings menu is your Fahrenheit or Celsius temperature reading option. After the final press of the set or gear button, you will be brought back to your main screen, with all of your adjustments saved. Now that you have your main settings programmed, let's walk you through how to adjust your LCD brightness. The LCD backlight can be adjusted in 5 levels. To do this, from the normal time display, simply tap the display button on the front left to cycle through the options. 70%, 40%, 10%, off, and 100%. The LCD will stay at this level until the display button is tapped again, or if an auto dim setting is triggered. The auto dim function is a feature that will automatically dim your LCD backlight daily during pre-selected hours. To set this up, hold the display button to enter the auto dim menu. The default setting will be off, but you can use the plus or minus button to switch this to on. Then tap the display button again to move to the start time setting. Holding the plus or minus button will allow you to move through the hours more quickly, but tapping works just fine as well. Just be sure to check the AM and PM symbols to confirm you have the correct starting hour. Once there, tap display again to move to the stop time setting. Using the same method, once at the desired stopping time, tap the display button one final time to confirm these adjustments and activate the auto dim feature. This will be indicated by the auto dim icon lit solid on the main display. If you wish to deactivate this feature anytime in the future, simply re-enter the auto dim menu by holding the display button, and then switching this setting from on to off with the plus or minus button. Tap display again, and you'll be brought back to your main screen with the auto dim feature deactivated. The Soluna light alarm clock features 5 light modes with numerous color options, ensuring there's a glow for every day and mood. In this chapter, we will teach you how to access these modes and show you how they will function. To turn on and access the various light modes, start by tapping the light button located on the bottom right. Depending on which edition of this Soluna alarm you own, the order in which these modes appear may be slightly different. But since we currently have the C79141 second edition here, the first option will be color cycle, followed by the evening mode, guided breathing, comfort meter, and then color select. To confirm the mode you'd like to use, either quickly tap the snooze button or wait 5 seconds for the mode to begin. Once a mode is activated, you can use the plus or minus button to adjust the glow light brightness, and use the snooze button to quit the light mode completely. Now let's take you through each of these separate light modes. First up, the color cycle mode offers a beautiful gradient of rotating colors. To select this mode, I'll quickly tap the snooze button, but waiting 5 seconds would offer the same result. And as explained, I can use the plus or minus button here to adjust the glow light brightness level. Next, we have the evening mode, which was designed to simulate the setting of the sun. The light will start at full brightness and eventually dim and shift colors until its 30-minute cycle is complete, and ends with the light off. Because this is a set cycle, this is the only light mode where the plus and minus buttons will not allow for a brightness adjustment. And once this cycle is complete, the light will remain off until a new light mode is selected. Again, if needed, you can easily exit a light mode by simply tapping the snooze button once it is activated. Continuing on, the guided breathing mode will walk you through a 10-minute deep breathing exercise. Simply inhale and exhale as the colors and on-screen text indicate to help feel more relaxed. Before activating this mode, you can use the plus or minus button to choose between 3 different glow color options: energy, warmth, and calm. To confirm your selection, either wait 5 seconds for the guided breathing mode to begin, or quickly tap the snooze button to start immediately. After the 10-minute exercise, the light will turn off and remain there until a new light mode is selected. Next up, we have the comfort meter mode, which offers at-a-glance knowledge of your home conditions by automatically adjusting the glow light colors according to your current indoor humidity level. For instance, the light will glow red and orange for humidity values between 10 and 25%, yellow and orange for values between 26 and 39%, green and blue for values between 40 and 75%, blue and purple for values between 75 and 83%, and a mix of purples for values 84% and above. As with other light modes, you can adjust the brightness level with the plus and minus buttons, and exit the mode at any time with the snooze button. The final light mode is Color Select, which, as its name sounds, will allow you to choose a single glow light color option. The words Pick Color will flash on screen before the mode is activated. With these words showing, use the plus or minus button to toggle through the color select options, which are red, fire, orange, sun, yellow, garden, green, forest, cyan, ocean, dark blue, night, purple, and white. Once you find the color that best suits you, simply tap the snooze button or wait 5 seconds to exit the menu and activate the light mode. Equipped with a stunning glowing light alarm that simulates the sunrise, Soluna can help you reset your circadian rhythm and wake up more peacefully. The light alarm will begin 30 minutes before your set alarm time and will gradually increase in intensity until reaching full brightness at your set alarm time. The light will remain on and at full power until a button is pressed. To set up this light alarm, simply press and hold the light alarm button on the back until either the alarm frequency or alarm time appear. The first option in this menu will depend on which Soluna edition you own, as the original C80994 model will not offer an alarm frequency selection. In either case, use the plus or minus button to adjust the settings, and the light alarm button on the back to confirm and move forward. The alarm frequency option on the C79141 second edition will give you the ability to choose how often the light alarm will go off. The daily 1-7 option will trigger the alarm each day at the set time. The weekday 1-5 option will trigger the alarm only on weekdays, Monday through Friday, and the weekend 6-7 option will only trigger the alarm on Saturdays and Sundays. Once you have the frequency you'd like set, simply press the light alarm button to move to the alarm hour setting. Use the plus or minus button again here to adjust the hour, making sure to keep an eye on the AM or PM symbol. Once at the right hour, press the alarm button again to move to the minute selection. Holding the plus or minus button will allow the numbers to move faster. With the correct alarm time now showing, press the light alarm button once more to exit the menu and activate the light alarm. You'll know the alarm is activated when the light alarm icon appears solid on screen. To deactivate and/or reactivate a light alarm from the main display, press the light alarm button. This will bring up the time the alarm is set to go off at, and allow you to choose to keep this alarm on or off using the light alarm button. Simply leave the display sit for a few seconds to confirm your selection. One final thing to note regarding the light alarm function is that there is no sound nor snooze option available for it. The Melody sound alarm controls will need to be programmed separately, but can definitely work in conjunction with the light alarm. Our next chapter will walk you through these sound alarm settings. Designed to prevent a loud and shocking start to your day, Soluna features a Melody sound alarm that gently increases in volume over a 5-minute period. After the 5 minutes, the sound alarm will stop automatically if not snoozed or turned off with the press of any button, helping to reduce annoyed neighbors if you forgot to deactivate the alarm. To get this sound alarm set up, simply press and hold the sound alarm button on the back until either the alarm frequency or alarm time appear. The first option in this menu will depend on which Soluna edition you own, as the original C80994 model will not offer an alarm frequency selection. In either case, use the plus or minus button to adjust the settings, and the sound alarm button on the back to confirm and move forward. The alarm frequency option on the C79141 second edition will give you the ability to choose how often the sound alarm will go off. The daily 1-7 option will trigger the alarm each day at the set time. The weekday 1-5 option will trigger the alarm only on weekdays, Monday through Friday. And the weekend 6-7 option will only trigger the alarm on Saturdays and Sundays. Once you have the frequency you'd like set, simply press the sound alarm button to move to the alarm hour setting. Use the plus or minus button again here to adjust the hour, making sure to keep an eye on the AM or PM symbol. Once at the right hour, press the sound alarm button again to move to the minute selection. Holding the plus or minus button will allow the numbers to move faster. With the correct alarm time now showing, press the sound alarm button to move to the snooze duration setting. This is a nifty function that will allow you to customize how long you'd like to snooze after a sound alarm goes off. Adjusted in 5-minute intervals, you can set this anywhere from 5 to 120 minutes. Once this is set to where you'd like, use the sound alarm button one final time to exit the menu and activate the sound alarm. You'll know the alarm is activated when the sound alarm icon appears solid on screen. To deactivate and/or reactivate a sound alarm, from the main display, press the sound alarm button. This will bring up the time the alarm is set to go off at, and allow you to choose to keep this on or off using the sound alarm button. Simply leave the display sit for a few seconds to confirm your selection. One final thing to note regarding your alarms is that there is only one sound and one light alarm available. These can be set to work together or at separate times. Perfect for those short on outlet space, this modern alarm comes complete with a USB charging port. Let's show you how it works. This 1 amp USB charging port can be found on the side of the clock. To use it, simply connect your phone or other external device's USB charging cable into the port, and then into your device. The charging times will vary depending on the product type. And because this is a 1 amp charging port, we recommend only charging 1 amp devices or those that are self-regulating. Designed to help you monitor your home environment, the Soluna Light Alarm Clock comes complete with both temperature and humidity sensors built right in. In particular, the relative humidity, or RH value, is a key component. Low values can cause irritated sinuses, dry throat and skin, and even shrinking of wooden furniture. High values, on the other hand, can lead to fungus, mold growth, and dust mites. Combine these readings with the Comfort Light mode to know exactly when it's time to flip on the AC or fire up the humidifier. So for the most part, I think we've covered everything, but if you still have questions or issues not resolved by this video, just leave a comment below or click on the info tab in the upper corner of this video to reach out to our support staff directly. We assure you we are here to help and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like and consider subscribing to our channel for future product updates and more. In the meantime, we hope you enjoy your new Soluna Light Alarm Clock. I'm Greg Piesel, here for La Crosse Technologies Tech Talk. We'll see you next time.